something went horribly wrong. I had some great news at the end of 2020. Dystopian Wars is coming back. Warcradle Studios was so kind to send me a sprue for review of their new ships. However, I don't really do that around here, but I made this. Hi everybody, welcome to the workshop. My name is Gert. First step in this diorama is to assemble our little ships. Let's take a look at the sprues and go from there. Great job, Warcradle Studios. I love these models. Crisp detail, very easy to assemble, and quite a bit of options on the sprue, which is always nice. Always handy for future kit bashing or terrain building. First paint layer is a gray primer, and then I'm going to go for a classic paint scheme, white, red and gold. Let's go. Step 1, assembly and painting the little warships is done. Step 2, finish the rest of the freaking diorama. I made a simple wooden frame out of pine wood. I'm going to fill this up with XPS foam. After filling this up, build up a couple of large rock masses. I'm going to use plaster to make some rocks. The rocks were cast in molds that I made myself. I used a rock from the garden that I covered up in 6 paint. All the rocks are attached. I cleaned up the sides with a plastic card. Let's add some more stuff. I was thinking about a railroad. Coming out of the rocks, crossing over a bridge and riding off into the sunset. Next step is to fill up all the holes between the rock casts. I'm going to use Peasant Craft Sculptor Mold, a recipe by Jay, over at Terrain Made Easy, original video in the description below. Make sure to go and check him out. Simple recipe. We are going to need plaster, water and toilet paper. I'm gonna start by ripping up the toilet paper into smaller pieces. No need to be too exact. Just shred them up with your hands. Add a bit of plaster. How much is hard to say. Besides, you can always add a little bit more later in the process. And then it's simply a matter of thoroughly shaking the paper with the plaster. Mixing in a bit of water until we reach a cottage-like consistency. And applying it to the model. The basic building for the diorama is done. It's time to lay down a bunch of paints and then a layer of fine turf by Wooden Scenics to simulate some green in the water. And then it's time to pour a bunch of resin. Yeah, something went wrong. Something went horribly wrong. Hi everybody, welcome to Dark Matter Suck Shop. My name is Saki McSuck. Please like, subscribe. Don't forget to check out the links below if you want to support the channel because hey, resin ain't cheap. This is not the first time I've made mistakes, and I will be making mistakes in the future. We are going to fix the resin, fill the rocks with a whole bunch of greenery, and make a nice big fat waterfall. Now, while I'm drilling out these air bubbles, let's do some troubleshooting. Of course, there are some rules when it comes to applying resin. Apparently, I failed possibly several of them. Rule number 1, warm your resin. I did that. I placed it in a nice warm water bath for about 10 minutes, so that's nice. Mix thoroughly, no whisking, so you don't get air bubbles. Check. Use a blowtorch after pouring. Yeah, I didn't do that, but I had a good reason. This was resin with a 24-hour drying time, which means the air bubbles normally have plenty of time to escape. However, I noticed after about 9 hours that the resin was already hard. So this brings me to my last point. Seal up porous materials. The XPS foam was only sealed up with a thin layer of PVA glue and a couple layers of paint. There was some kind of reaction there, I think, that made the resin harden up much faster and kept all the bubbles alive. Problem is already solved. Let's continue with the project. And that's it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching. If you like this video, you know what to do. Very special thanks to Mr. Paul Campbell, our newest member in the Patreon club. Check out the links below if you want to support or if you want links to my other social media. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon for a new project here on Dark Matter Workshop. Till then, bye!